It is nice to see you all again, I guess. At least some people are still about. But we have stuff to do around the island today.
A few moments later.
Oh, I have a mailbox. That is something I have to check it now. Oh, okay. To Stardust, that's from Jay, an invitation. Let's do this inside the house as the sun sets. Okay, let us, Sir. To Stardust. Dear Artemis-Hermes, as I am now well, I'd love to invite you to get some tea with me. We have something to discuss. There may also be another participant with us, but I have something I wish to share. Okay. That's interesting. I'm not sure what Jade wants to share or needs to share with me. But I'm always happy to meet with Jade. You all know we're friends. Invitation. Artemis-Hermes, it was a pleasure to get to meet you at the festival. I enjoyed our discussion, and I'm pleased to know you had time to meet with Selene. And let's meet at the Starry Night Tavern. I have also invited Moon as she's reached out regarding the same. Okay. I'm guessing he's talking about me meeting with Selene and then knowing stuff. That's interesting. I mean, I did speak to her. I know you probably remember particles that I went and spoke to the lovely supporter, Selene. I wouldn't call her very lovely, but I know some people would. But I thought it would be a shout to meet with them, because what's the point of talking to somebody with not going to the source, you know what I mean? What? Why not have a crafting table in my kitchen? I do not. Okay, let's go grab another crafting table from the 22 I have somewhere. Where are my 22 crafting tables? Not that. Not my 22 crafting tables. There's one of them. You don't ask particles why I have 22. We stopped discussing that, mate. Where's my craft? Okay. So, let us make some... I've been wanting to get back into baking. It's been a while. I say a while since Apollo left, really, to be honest. So let's make some muffins. Just normal muffins, I guess. Look. And we can put some chocolate ones later. I need to find some more cocoa beans because I ran out recently, so it might be better to wait for that. I've also been putting some chores fruit and dried kelp, because I know we have a sea elf and I don't know what they like to eat mainly. I don't know if they like to eat kelp or fish. I haven't really spoken to Kate yet, but I think it would be nice to interact with her, and if she doesn't eat like meat or certain food, it'd be nice to like give those foods to her. Like that make her more comfortable eating than anything.
3 hours later.
Hello? Is anybody home?
Hi, Moon.
Hello?
Hi. Do you want to come in?
Yes. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. So, remember how I left you that note last time?
I do indeed, yes.
Well, I was planning to leave, but it seems I actually should stay.
Oh? Why the change of heart?
Well, I've been on this whole mission trying to find my mother, Mary, and, well, you remember Monet from the Masquerade?
I do indeed, yes.
They had told me they had something for me, and it turns out it was a note, She found a message in a bottle by the shore. Not the most efficient way of communication, but you
Yeah.
know, I won't question my mother. Anyway, she found it, and it seems my mother was in the harbor before.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think that's probably the most solid clue to her I've ever
Yeah.
had.
I guess
So
it
I'll be sticking around.
I guess it might have been the reason you were drawn here as well, because it might be the reason you ended up here, to be honest. Without... Thing works weirdly. So, did you find anything else about your mother and where she's been, apart from the harbour? Because, I mean, she was a pirate, like you, I remember you saying, and she was one of the best, so... There's a reason she came to, like, in the valley and just in the harbour in general.
Well, the note really just said... I don't know, it seemed she was looking for something, helping someone, and apparently she had a sister
Mm-hmm.
named Hilaria.
You said Hilaria, right?
Yes.
Do you know who Hilaria is, Moon?
I feel like the name is
Yes,
familiar,
it
but
is.
I don't.
You know the logs we found a couple months ago that Karma sent us on the quest to find and figure out
Yeah.
and about this group Atmosphere, right? You remember those?
Yeah.
Hilaria is part of the group Atmosphere.
So maybe my mother came to help her? Ugh.
Do you know if they had like a good relationship at all?
I don't know anything really. I didn't even know she had a sister, so that was...
Did you find, have you... Maybe I don't know how to look into Hilaria much, I'll be honest, because my guess is she's probably dead, sadly, because the whole of Atmosphere died when the harbour, when all of that happened. Everyone inside but Charlie died.
Well, maybe my mother wouldn't have stayed for too long. Maybe she left
When was your
before
mother...
anything happened.
So your mother, wait, was your mother in the harbour 10,000 years ago? Or when the barrier dropped? Because Atmosphere went back to where... What, do you have the note?
No, I don't. I believe Monet still has it. I don't have it.
That's okay, it's just... There was for Atmosphere, they went back with a time crux, back to when the harbour was like flourishing and everything before it all went down. But
So my mother was a time traveler?
I don't think so. But the thing is, Moon, if she can't have gone here 10,000 years ago. The barrier came down 10 years ago. That gives us a time span.
Okay.
So the thing is where between 10 years ago or whenever your mother actually disappeared, because the thing is she might have gone, we don't fully know all the information. Was there any, like... She must have wrote where she was heading to end up in the harbour.
She wrote, it was weird. She wrote, she said it was somewhere dark and magic and secretive, and
Oh. Like a city.
She didn't say city specifically. She just said that there were secrets hidden in the world and that she was going somewhere dark.
The only... I mean, mean, being friends with Jay kind of helps with learning things. There was things written about old places, cities. I don't know if they have names anymore, but I mean, one way you could refer to them as an ancient cities is because they're old. It would be, ironically, underneath the ground, and it would have this stuff called skulk that kind of glows and pulses, and it spreads when somebody dies near it. And they have these creatures called wardens defending them at times. But if she went there, she would have to be very careful to make it out alive. But, I mean, Mary was very... I'm guessing she was very good at what she did and getting in and out of situations, obviously. Not that like I know Mary personally, obviously.
Well, from what I've heard, she was just the best pirate around, so I wouldn't put it
Yeah.
past her to have survived. I feel like I just became so confused. It evolved a lot more than I realized.
Do you have anything that you could potentially share with me about your mother, maybe? Like, I know you said Monet has the note, but do you think we could potentially go and get it to read it? And you can have it straight back. Like I said, everything you talk about Moon stays between the two of us. I mean, not just as a therapist, but as a friend. I don't think it's right to go around sharing people's secrets, and I know you don't trust people all the time, which is why I'm asking while you're here, and you can watch me with the note, and I will give it you back straight away.
Me and Monet had kind of talked and said it would probably be best not to trust other people with this information.
I understand that.
Can you promise me you won't use this against me in any way?
I mean, I swear my own life that I would never use it against you. Out of everyone, you were the first person I spoke to in this place. After being hunted, like, for 10 years.
I told Monet I wouldn't, but I'll trust you. Well, Monet having the note was a lie. I have it. And I've been to the city.
Oh?
I went there and I saw it.
You did. I'm glad you're alive and unscathed.
I didn't know how much danger I was in. We found
Yeah.
some things had mentioned that there could be creatures around, so we tried to be quiet and careful.
It's like I said, I've only read about such things. I've never had, like, confirmation of what things lie down there apart from, like, I've heard about wardens, but I've never seen one myself, so all I know is that
I found this there.
Oh.
And there was a bunch of this around. I thought I should take it for...
Okay, that's a sensor. So these sense when you walk about, and I'm guessing this shrieks, and that goes off when you walk, and that's all it does. I'm guessing this particular one would be calling to something, maybe a protector of the place, which with the name of a warden, obviously a warden defends something, like a warden of a prison or a cell. I'm guessing these would summon the wardens, but once taken out of the city, it would do nothing. It's harmless once you destroy him.
Yeah, it probably has to be nearby the thing it's trying to protect if we hear it.
Yeah.
Since it's calling for them.
I think it's definitely good you brought these. Yeah, they're definitely... And this begs the question of why do they need them? Because if you think of it this way, if you can see, why would you need sound?
Well, it was very, very dark and it's very difficult to actually see.
I guess, yeah, that's true. But if the city is based in darkness, it probably is quite literally... Most creatures there probably be able to see in the dark because they're used to it for generations. Like,
but they have
adapting in that. They potentially, I guess normally they would likely be able to see in the dark, but I think in this case of a warden, they might be blind, so they have to use sound. So it makes sense. So if they came to the surface, they probably wouldn't be able to see because imagine instead of being a pirate moon, you've lived under the surface for say 20 years. You've never seen a sun, you've never seen light. Then you come to the surface and you see light. That is going to be painful for your eyes and you're not going to be able to see. And you have to adapt. So I definitely think those wardens might be blind.
Makes sense.
So I think it was good that you were being very quiet, like you said.
Luckily, I almost decided to test it out, but it seemed too ominous and I didn't know enough, so I decided just to be careful.
I understand that.
There was also mention of Timothy's. My mother was working with Timothy's as well.
Of all people, Timothy's. Huh. Timothy's is another member of Atmosphere. I just hate his name. Because why? Who names their kid Timothy's? Call him Tim. Or Theseus. Tim. Choose an option. Do not mash them together. Yeah, you remember we found Charlie...
I remember his name.
We remember Charlie's wings. When Charlie went to find their wings, the note was about keeping the wings away from Timothy's because they thought he would crash.
Was he clumsy?
I don't know. He wasn't attuned to the sky, I'm guessing, so... Who knows?
Sounds like a skill issue to me.
I mean, maybe after some practice, he might have been actually better at flying, but... Who knows? I guess you don't want to have someone injured, do you now? I'd like to read it, but I'd like to read it in your presence, obviously. So then you can have it straight back.
Maybe I don't actually have it. Oh, no, it's right here.
Thank you.
She's not the most, literate of people.
Oh, that's okay. Okay. So this note, I'm guessing, was meant for you or somebody that they cared about. That she cared about. Yeah, it was for you. I guess she went off to uncover secrets about the world, which she definitely found with the ancient city. But my main question is of how far does she go with said secrets?
I don't know. The book we found a letter written by Hilaria, and
yeah,
they were themselves were looking for her, but it seemed that she had left. I suppose I can show you that book as well. There's a lot of information,
That's
but
completely fine. I'm used to information.
it mentions her on the last 2 pages that they needed to seek her out. So I'm assuming she left.
Yeah, it seems that she probably left or she just went missing potentially at that point maybe. But if... This is the thing. Is this... If this is when Atmosphere went to, like, originally the Valley, this is 10,000 years ago, Moon. She might have gone with them with the time correct. She might have been with the group but left, potentially.
Where would she have to go 10,000 years in the past?
Secrets, Moon. Secrets, that's what it seems like. Your mother wants to know a lot of things about the secrets of this world. The Cavern Carver. It's an interesting name for a deity.
Yeah, I thought it had something to do with maybe a deity they worship down there.
Potentially the
cavern.
goddess of the moon, goddess of death, and then Cavern Carver, which... I mean... It's like they said they don't know. Hilary didn't know if it was real or not. So it seems like your mother and Hilary didn't have the best relationship based off the last page of the last cruel words we said to each other. I truly have a lot to make up for. Hilary does says perhaps where once we return to our time I should seek her out. That is confirmation your mother didn't go back 10,000 years ago.
But if you hear anything more about the whole Atmosphere group or my mother,
I will let you know.
Thank you.
That's not a problem.
But I guess I'll let you go for now.
Yeah, you take care and I'll see you soon, obviously.
Yes. Good chat, good chat.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I mean, if you consider Selene a good person for taking people's soul particles, you're very misguided. I don't consider her scary, I just consider her not the best, considering she gave a love potion to someone knowing that person was infatuated with Fae, warned them about it, took their soul, and wants to rule over the harbour and most likely take other people's souls. Particles, if I tell you something, you promise not to tell me, right?